Australia is quite significant in Teekay's history. The business started with the acquisition of the Caltex tanker fleet in 1997, which I understand was Teekay's first overseas acquisition, and has gradually built over time. So initially it was Caltex, starting in 1997, and then a couple of FSOs were added in 2000 and 2001. But the big change occurred in 2002 with the formation of a joint venture with BHP to take over the management of BHP's marine activities in Australia. So the business started with Caltex and then grew, but really quite significantly changed direction and style with the joint venture with BHP, which brought in basically third-party management, not only of ships BHP owned, but ships BHP were operating for other companies, as well as tugs, as well as marine services. Well, we offer a very broad range of services to our customers. We look after Teekay in terms of the operation of product tankers that are on long-term time charter to Caltex, as well as FSOs. But what is quite significant and quite different from the rest of Teekay is we do the third-party management. So there's Cape-size bulk carriers for BHP, there's a steel carrier for a local steel maker, there's a sugar ship which carries food quality sugar for a sugar company, as well as a wood chip carrier, as well as the tugs we operate. So I mean we offer a wide range of services. The other thing that's quite interesting is we've found there's a lot of demand for what I'd call marine services from companies or government departments that don't have in-house expertise on marine matters. So we have built a very strong business doing work for the Royal Australian Navy, for example, or for other arms of government, as well as some companies who lack shipping expertise. So because we've got good quality people, we're able to really market that type of intellectual capital. And that's a good way of making money because you've got no overhead, you've got no infrastructure you've got to support. You're basically making a margin on the person. And that's an area that we're looking at further opportunities to expand. Australia is a real hotspot for oil and gas activity. So it's very important for Teekay, in my view, that we have a strategic presence here and that we have a viable shop front that is able to represent the company in a very positive way. So by having the broad range of operations that we do here, we achieve that. We've got scale, we've got skills that we would otherwise lack if we had a narrow focus. Having said that, I mean, there's no doubt the core business is what we do for companies like Caltex and Apache. That is the core business, and that's maintaining and operating owned assets on behalf of Teekay. But what we can also offer is this fee-for-service type business, which brings in a significant revenue stream, which achieves the objective of us being able to pay our own way. So by having the shop front in Australia, because of the third-party business we have, we shouldn't be a burden on the rest of the company. We should pay our own way. We're really looking at a future state where we can actually pay a dividend back to TMS and make a positive and direct contribution to the cost of running TMS on that basis. The challenges are that sometimes you struggle for relevance. If you're talking about things to do with tugs or the Royal Australian Navy, it's not necessarily going to be that much interest to people in other parts of the organisation or other business units. It may be critically important for what we do here. So you do sometimes struggle for relevance. So we've got to try to see a line of sight back through to what's happening with the rest of Teekay. And as I say to the staff here, if we're making money and we're offering a high quality service, we're achieving the objective that the parent company wants to see. And I think I'd put it this way, that within Teekay we all speak the same language, but in Australia we speak it with an Australian accent. And that's what our customers want to hear and the regulators want to hear. But it also gives us a basis for growing the business in a way which would be to long-term benefit to Teekay.